Hey guys, here for part 2 of the Anub'arak special. That's right, we're going to take extended spikes for the increased range here. Taking a look at the teams. An Asmodee and Uther Nova on both sides. We have an Abathur and a Anub'arak. They have a Vala and a Sonya. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I think this is kind of going to be one where we have to beat them to the objectives. We have a lot of bursts with Nova. Our follow-up might not be that great. We do have the stunned. We have a lot of CC. So we're going to take extended spikes. I think, right? Yeah, we'll do that. You could take, I guess, the shield here, or the beat. I mean, you could try a beetle build. I've seen that pulled off by some people, but not a huge fan of it. And that's what the spikes looks like. Now you want to catch a hero with that, and it will stun them. But this is my second game, a little awake. We just did the Rainer gameplay, so hopefully I'm a little bit better hitting skill shots this game. Alright, now we've got an Abathur pushing lane with me. There's Nova. I do have an escape with the Burrow Charge, my E, which is really nice. I don't want to do a whole lot. Let's go down here. Poking at her. I'm not going to be too aggressive because of her. Spikes are out. Nah, I've got to back up. One thing I have to be careful there is backing up like that exposes Nova. Now we gotta go get seeds. Unfortunately, with all of them here, I'm not going to be able to take that. There's 4 people here. Under King for the increased range, decreased cooldown. We have to go take top seeds. I did get stunned there, that's my fault. That worked out. Uh-oh. Ah, that's what happens when you have 2 big guys like that in a small space. It's hard to not get body blocked. Ah. I couldn't get out of that one. So that worked out. I'm gonna head back up. And we might be able to take top seeds now. Ah, that was a really... I meant to hit them up here. For some reason it didn't go off. And it went lower than I expected. Oh shit. So I think they're going to try and take top seeds. Just because they've been really aggressive about taking them. Oh, and I got a phone ringing there. Apologize for that. I'm in a new location, so things will happen. I am tanking the Garden Terror right now. Let me shut the door, and hopefully I don't die in the middle of it. Alright. So bed of barbs, so it will actually slow enemies along the path. I do have a fountain up, so I'm going to go grab that. That's a fake. Alright. Yeah, everybody... See, I thought more people would come to that. We could have taken more seeds. They luckily did not get a tear. we're pursuing too far. We could have fought that and gotten seeds out of that, but we didn't. Avathar's been doing a great job pushing. So we'll probably both get terrors the next night cycle. Bet you they're taking camps. They are. They took the top camp. You can see how I can use that to interrupt the Uther. Now there's a Nova here. Oh, I'm so out of mana. Shoot. I think that'll... Oh yeah, I caught her. Yeah, or actually, I guess Nova got the kill. I don't know if this... I think the spikes caught her there. I do have to go back. I'm gonna walk down here. Take Locust Swarm here. Yeah, we have a lot of CC already. We really don't need any more. I'm gonna need that sustain though, I think. That the Locusts do provide. Okay, so they get a kill up top. We could definitely take some camps here. I don't think I'm going to get there in time for Uther. We could just push with these minions, though. I think what we should do is take a camp. I mean, though we're up a level, they have heroics now, so we have to be careful. And he just missed me with his Divine Storm, so... Should be able to get this fort, though. Let the minions tank it. There's a Nova right there. There she is. We'll get this. No eyes on the Nova. We do have a couple mid lanes, so I think we're okay to keep pushing a little bit, but I'm going to back up now. Spell shield for the Nova. Definitely did what I could to help him. Knight's up in 5 seconds, though. Oh, no. And I missed. I don't think I'm gonna get a kill here. I think I get one. Now I'm gonna die, I think. Yeah. Yeah. That's a case of we just really shouldn't have gone in on that camp. And you can see the Nova actually missed the snipe. So I could have let her die. Or in this case, I take the death, she survives. I don't know. It's a 6 and 1, half dozen the other. In this case, I probably would prefer to have survived. Just because I don't know the Nova. Like, I don't know how strong of a player she is. So, I don't know. I feel like it would have been better if I had survived, but it doesn't matter. One of us survived. In a team fight, I could definitely see dying for the Nova. Alright, so this is the Terror. I'm gonna make him defend. Okay, so we'll take rewind for this. They'll get a fort. We should be able to get a keep, I think. And we're standing on that flower to try and protect it. We'll save the Q for when Sonya engages. There. Uh-oh. I'd use the Burrow to try and dive under her to block the snipe from Nova. And you can see we took rewind, so we're going to have an extra Impale and an extra Burrow Charge basically after 2 seconds. Because there's a 10-second release off of your cooldowns, and you have 12-second cooldowns on both your Q and your E. And that's where Anub'arak really gets really strong, because you have all of that CC, you have an engage, and you have an escape. Check the bush. Nobody's in it. And you can see they did get a fort out of that, but I was able to get a fort and a keep. And we got 2 kills, at least, maybe 3. Can't remember, I think it was 2. The Asmodan and then the Uther. I think he can solo this at this point in the game. I'm just a little worried with the Nova that he's gonna take a death. Otherwise, I'd let him solo it. So now we're kind of using our advantage to take camps. Their core's at 81%. I think that was the Abathur clone just going in. I was not looking that closely, but... There's a Nova. You can burrow in. Should be able to get the kill. See the power of the rewinds. This Abathur is doing work. He's going for it. He's going ham. Oh, he's gonna take the terror. What a guy. We could take their hard camp, but it's just a little hard to coordinate with when you're solo queuing. But we definitely could have taken the hard camp there. And I think the Uther was trying to. I just didn't recognize it right away. So I'll let the minions tank. Still got the rewind, haven't even used it yet this game. It'll also give you a second shield. So this should be another keep. Stacking CC on top of them there a little bit just to go ahead and we'll pull this out again. Oh, I missed that one back completely. I'm gonna go on this Uther. I don't think we're gonna get the kill here. We're gonna take... Honestly, in this case, you really don't need the Resurgence. So I'm gonna go with the Hive Master, the permanent life-stealing Locust. We're way far ahead at this point in the game now. The game's practically over. But you can see the power of the extra CC. If I go in here... I did that to zone her out, so she couldn't escape. That's why I threw the spikes there, so if she went back to the Hall of the Storm, she would have been stunned. Otherwise, she had to go up, and she had to eat the damage. So you don't always have to land the CC to be effective. I'd say optimally, yes, you do land it. And if you're, the better players will land it more than they will miss it. But you can also use it to zone people. And so you see you've got the Burrow Charge, you've got the shield, you've got the Impale on the Q. Plus you have the Resurgence there if you need it at level 20. But in a lot of games, you're not going to need the extra life with the resurgence of the storm, and that's why I take Hive Master, just to get that extra sustain while your heroic is down on a cooldown. There could have been better team fights. I don't think there were really that many good team fights in that game to really show off his prowess. That's the one thing I don't like about that game. And there was a couple flubs here and there, but he's a lot of fun to play. He's got that escape. Once you get the rewind, you have 4 methods of CC. Plus, if you have web wrap for the heroic, you'd have 5. In a case like this, where I have 4 stuns, and then Uther has his heroic plus his Hammer of Justice, and that's 6 stuns between us. And there's just no need to pick up the web wrap, I feel, in a case like that, especially with myself being the only tank. You do have an Asmodan who's probably going to split push, but more than likely I'm the only tank. We don't have a ton of sustained damage. We have a lot of burst with the Nova. And then it kind of depends on who the Abathur clones. If he clones the Nova for more damage, or I think he cloned the Asmodan in there for the pushing power. He could clone me for an extra tank, or he could even clone Uther. But that's why I like the Locust Swarm, just to keep me up. I am solo tanking it, and we're kind of not a lot of, like I said, sustained damage in that. In another situation where there's like another hero on the enemy team that's really problematic for you in team fights, you could definitely take web wrap and use it. In this case, if I had taken web wrap, I'd probably... You want to use it ideally on someone who's engaging into you. So like if the Sonya leaped in, you could web wrap her. You could also do it to the Uther because he's their healer. He's their support. If he goes out, then all of a sudden they lose their sustain, and everybody else is a lot more vulnerable. You could even use it on one of the carries, or the assassins rather, the Valor or the Nova there, just to take him out. But it's all on who's giving you the most trouble in a game if you're going to use web wrap. So that's Anub'arak. Wanted to try and show off him in a game a little bit. Unfortunately, it's just like I was saying before, I had some trouble getting some decent games. I think these two are all right. They're not the best, but it's a decent showing. We got to 20 on all of them. I could show you the talents. I took Spell Shield in that game. Didn't talk about it a lot in the middle of the game, but the idea was that the Nova was there, so I just had Spell Shield if she ever wanted to hit me. I was going to take a lot less damage. Now, ideally, I probably didn't even need it there, because their Nova wasn't really focusing me, so I could have taken the Chitinous Plating for the extra 50% on my Harden Carapace, but it was kind of a split-second decision, and I was thinking, okay, well, who is doing the majority of their damage? It's going to be the Nova, or it's going to be a heroic out of Vala, and that Spell Shield just comes in handy with any of the ability damage that you're going to be facing, and that's why I took it there. I think you could make a case, though, still for taking Chitinous Plating. And so that will do it for Anub'arak. The Anub'arak special. Asmodan is free this week, so I have a build for him I'm definitely going to be putting up, and I've got some other cool things coming that are more on the advanced side. I know I did the map tutorial, so we're going to have some advanced guides coming out this week. Maybe one this week. I'll probably try and do one a week on the maps and give a more thorough breakdown of how the maps work, some strategies to use for those that are kind of more advanced than just the basics. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm out. If I don't catch you before Thanksgiving, have a happy holiday. And, yep, like I said, like it, share it with your friends if you enjoyed the content. Leave a comment below if you're looking for something specific. And, of course, hit the subscribe button if you want to get more, notifications about more content in the future. Thanks, guys.